Imagine that guy just irate. God damn it! All right, we had some technical difficulties, but we solved them. User error. That's who's to blame for that one, okay? Stop pointing the conspiratorial crooked finger. It's not them, okay? It's this guy. Because whatever. Enough with the long-winded bullshit. Now we got to go through this thing again. I don't know, guys. What do you want from me? Okay. Just listen, okay? Let's do this again, all right? Whose birthday is it? What day is it? It's Thursday, May 2nd. It's Kris Zer0's birthday. I already threw the card in the last attempt at this. And everybody's here. Kenny? This fucking guy. All right, so whatever. All right, anyway. Okay, so just stop already. It's over. Because my kids were talking about pyramids, and they're still doing the chiseling thing with the thing, and they're telling kids that pyramids were built with the chisel. Come on. What the? So my new response, including the Mueller report, and all this kind of political nonsense, I think that the way that everything should be handled now is stop. Just stop. If they start with the whole Russian, just stop. Nobody pay attention. Just stop. Everybody just stop. I wanted to tell my kids that, you know, if they're teaching that in schools and they're going over Egypt and they're doing and then they did it with chisels and rope, and then they had like these wheels and they would just pull, and then from stones from fucking miles away, and then it took them X amount of years to do, and it was built in this year, and this is how they did it. That my kids should just say, stop. Think about what you're saying. Stop. It's like when you watch those people with the Cop Block. Have you ever seen them? Cop Block, okay? Get your head out of the gutter. Just talking about like or Cop Watch is another one where, you know, they challenge police basically. It looks a little like when you first start watching him, it's like, well, just leave the cop alone. You know, he's just doing his job. Like that used to be my reaction to it, because this is back in the day, and I used to think like, come on, you're just harassing the cop, leave him alone. What, is my audio gone? Do I sound like a robot now? Do we have a new problem? Okay, heads up. Listen to me. You listen here. If for any reason this thing fails, I'm not coming back. Okay, if the audio fails or this shit just kind of freezes, I'm gone. Don't even bother. Just go watch, you know, something. Because I'll throw it out the window. Okay, all right. This is part 2 of yesterday to some extent. Right at the tail end of yesterday's thing. I wasn't done. Am I clear? Thank you, Brenda Mitchell. Sarah C, what's going on? Daniel's here. Kimberly McComer's here. Marlene is here. Kris Zer0, the birthday boy, is here. Robert Ellis, Kirsten, Kelsey O, Over the Line, Chappelle, Carla, Algorithm, Borg AI, who, by the way, I don't have the card, otherwise I would throw it, but I had super chatted before the beginning of this. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think we have 67 people right now watching. Nobody knows why. There was probably more. And now we lost some of them, but that's okay. The main crew, the A team is here. You know what I'm saying? This is actually this. Okay. But they're still doing that. They're still telling kids this, and it needs to stop. The Apple Man, aka Colin Matthews, he's back now. So welcome, Apple Man. We weren't sure where you went. Doris is here. Doris Locklear. Okay. Christy York, 72. What? 72, Green, 42. Oxford, Libra, 17. You guys should just start doing that once in a while. Just in chat. Just blue, 13, 42. Just confuse people. New subscribers will come in and they'll be like, what's going on in chat? They're like talking in code. Okay. look, I'm going to open up lines before this thing goes south. Okay. How many people I seen in chat? LOL. Christy York. Roger that. Red 444. Hi, Sarah C. Okay. People are trying to call. Let's see what they're trying to call about. Go ahead. You reached Jason.
How you doing, J Kris?
I'm on the ledge.
How you doing, J Kris?
Hey, I
this
can
is
hear
Curse
us.
Zero calling, man.
Hey, Curse Zero, birthday boy. How's it going, man?
Yes, sir, J Kris. I've been here ever since that one video. You're not crazy, and here's why. I've been
Awesome.
a big fan since that one.
Thanks,
and I just
man.
wanted to state real quick my remark about a comment from a most recent video about the 12/21/2012 consciousness shift and the
Yes.
Mandela effect.
Yes,
These
I saw
things could quite plausibly be related because of the consciousness shift that we went through, and now we're noticing all these changes because there has been a shift in consciousness. Those of us with a Merkaba retained our memories and stayed. That's what a Merkaba does. It protects us from the null realm void that we go through whenever we go through a consciousness shift.
Okay, you're talking about 12/12/12, right?
No, I'm talking about 12/21/2012. Remember how the Mayan calendar ended and we were supposed to have a consciousness shift at that point in time? I'm stating that is the reason why the Mandela effect occurred.
Okay, now I'm on that. I want to get on that with you, but here's the only thing that stops me. We got people who claim back in 2001 where they've been seeing shifts. They've seen, all changes since like way before that.
I've started noticing changes actually roughly August 2012 is whenever I started noticing. No, August 2008. Excuse me, I apologize. Because April 8th, 2008, I actually experienced that day twice in a literal, legitimate deja vu. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have to go and everything. I'm probably over 4:44.
No, you're not. I started your clock late because it's your birthday.
Oh, thank you, big man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Okay, but now since you and you're saying this is 12/21/12.
Yes, 12/21/2012.
But you
whenever the consciousness shift lined up, I started noticing these about 08, where I started noticing little bitty things. Like, I've had this conversation with you about how Mandela took your wife. Well, Mandela took my body.
Well, I'm not. Oh, really?
I have a very, very, very bad clone of my original self since 2008.
Like
because
overnight?
I already understand and experience that I am the essence within. I control this marionette. I am the marionette thief.
I'm still not understanding how you square 2000. Forget the dates, but only let's look at the year for a second. How you square 2012 with 2008? Because you start seeing changes before you claim the changes.
2008 was whenever I experienced my first actual loss of time, so to speak. I lost track of time, as they say.
Okay.
Where I had a massive blackout for an extended period of time. I stated it was years. Some people told me it was like 2 or 3 days. And I still say that it's years. We have differences because I've noticed that it was 2019 before it was barely 2017. I was looking at a calendar, noticing 2019.
So what are you saying occurred in 2012?
I'm stating that the consciousness shift that we were warned of that was coming, the Mayan end of the calendar, occurred. Right. And this is why everything began so dramatically and became so more prominent, and more people started noticing.
So you're saying
more
in
people started waking up.
So you're saying in 2008, that's more of just like kind of like the pre-quake, and then the quake though
pretty much
occurred in 2012. That's how you're okay. That's where I was getting caught up in that, not understanding exactly how you were, because
I've been on this understanding since I was 9 years old, big man.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah,
well,
I'm 31 today.
You're 31
today, yes, sir.
Awesome.
Taurus. I'll let you go, man. I know you got other callers. I just wanted to call in. My birthday present was to be wished happy birthday by J Kris. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. Absolutely, man. Thanks for calling, dude.
Thank you, big man.
Take it easy.
Love you, bro.
Love you. Cursed Zero. Hell yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Can't let this show escape me for a second. Hang on. This, what I was saying before we take calls, because I saw it was an unknown number that I wasn't familiar with. I just figured I'd jump on it, but I do want to hold on for a sec. To just stop already, it's over, I think is it's a combination of me being fed up with the whole thing, right? Because seriously, if you're teaching my kids the pyramids and you're still doing that, I do feel like just stop. We're not, that's it's my kids are brighter than that. They're smarter than that. And I'm not saying that, oh yeah, look, my kids are so bright. I know everybody says that about their kids, but no, they're just smarter than that. I mean, I remember having a hard time digesting that and I'm just talking about the pyramids. I mean, we could talk about the moon landing. We could talk about, the Mueller report or just CNN in general, and just stop. CNN has such low ratings at this point that why even address them anymore? See, like a channel like Mark Dice, he's funny, but it's like, just stop. Like, stop already. You're the one now giving them anything because nobody's really watching them. It shows it in their ratings. They get like 700,000 views. Like, nobody's even paying attention. That's not the problem anymore because nobody's even buying it. So we don't even really need to discuss it. They're not trying to convince us of anything. They're just trying to make it appear as though it's like, what's that other channel, like Chank or whatever. It's like, you're not worried about what they're saying because you don't care. They have a small audience, I'm sure. Oh, it's pretty big, but whatever. Like, it's just not, it just stop. And when it comes to like, the moon landing, it's like, come on, people, just question shit. I'm preaching to the converted, I know, but it's just, it's got to stop. There has to be, so we have to, like, everybody just has to just stop, like the whole thing, including like the Q stuff. Honestly, the guy who created the Q maps, I had emailed him and reached out to him, and asked him if he would be interested in coming on to the show. And he said, yeah, absolutely. And he gave me some dates, and then I didn't get back to him. Let me know if you think I ought to. I mean, for me, I just felt like he seems like a really cool guy, and I think that would be really cool. But then I felt like, why? I'm over it. I really feel like I'm over it. I think I wouldn't. I think he did great on the map aesthetically. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a great introduction for a lot of people, and when they're all just looking around for the very first time. But I think that he got. I don't know, unless I'm so fucking jaded on the real. I'm so jaded that, like, when I see topics and stuff, I was, and I'm not dogging any of these people. I mean, they're all, in fact, the opposite. I wish I would get so excited over some of this stuff now, I was watching Richie from Boston, which I never do, but I did, and I was watching him, and I just felt like, he's a fucking broken record, man. Like, what else is he supposed to report? But he's talking about chemtrails in the sky. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing right now. But, by even saying this, but at least let's discuss some, fucking strategies to why. And I don't even know what is the difference? Doesn't even matter. I'm still bitter since yesterday. I don't even know if bitter is the right word. I'm bothered, I guess. We're just getting to that point right now. Yes, broken record, Grace says. Chappelle, poof. Dark Slayer 1. Okay. I don't know. Put energy towards love, says Truth0822. Yes. Put energy towards love. That's my default space. You know what I mean? It really is. It's really my default. That's like my dial tone. And then once in a while, you know, just kind of looking around and you just go, oh God, really? I guess the pyramid thing really sent me over the edge. It was like, really? They're still telling you they're doing it with a chisel? Are they? Really? They're doing that? Have you seen the size of each one of those stones? They're gonna do this? They're doing that? Is that what they're doing? Hey, Kirsten, thank you for the super chat there. I appreciate it. Crack another beer. Okay. Kenny. Hold on. Let me catch up. All right. All right. Anyway, Raw. Laugh out loud. Slow down, buddy. Okay. Just live, laugh, love. You're on vacay. It's Chloe. It's Chloe Mills. I am. I'm on vacation, and lost in space. Thank you for burping for me. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put the phone lines back on. All right, that's the phone line. 323-744-6960. You can call that. Unknown. Hi, it's Jason.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you might be thinking, wow, a little kid calling radio. I'm actually 12, by the way. So.
Wait, who is this?
Xander, you mentioned me at the start of the stream, I think.
Oh.
Before all the audio.
Yeah, Thelvin. Yeah. How do you saying it? What's the name?
Xander. Xander.
Oh. I thought you were someone else. Okay, yeah. Hi, how's it going?
Good. Pretty good.
So what's going on?
Well, some weird things have been going on around our house. There's a lot of helicopters and things like that, because, I don't know.
In your
We
area?
have a big pyramid out back. Yeah. It's a giant pyramid that shoots out a giant beam.
Wait, where were you, in Vegas?
Australia.
Oh, awesome. Oh, you're calling from Australia. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That structure, what's it called?
It's a pyramid. Me, my mother, and my sister have made a pyramid to put out the back of our house. Yeah. And we put a lot of organites and, well, a lot of different crystals and stuff around it with it.
How big is this pyramid?
It's not too tall. I would say it's a size of, like, as high up as maybe 3 by 1 cube. I'm not sure really how to explain it.
Well, like, okay. So, but it's on the smaller size.
Yeah.
And
we
then
put a lot of pyramids made of copper, like, stacked above each other.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And what are the, and you're saying light comes out of that?
Yeah.
Wow. Hi, Sarah. That's awesome.
I know.
So what do you do with it? Do you just when did you build it, and what is there a
we've had it.
did you choose its location? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. We were originally thinking about putting it in the middle of the house, but there's concrete there, or tiles, so we put it outside at the back, and it's earth. It's the funniest thing is, one time when we went to go mow the grass, it actually the grass grew over the pipes and stuff that were making the pyramid. Like, it was pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Whose idea was that?
My mother's.
Did you? Yeah.
You may know her. It's Jessica. she's a Patreon.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. And then and now for the purpose of, do you guys? I'm just curious as to.
Oh, well.
Was it just an aesthetic? Huh?
Oh no. Well,
Or-
we did it. Well, I guess it's a bit aesthetic.
Right.
But we did it for like a good purpose. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. We in one of the pyramids, I just want to quickly say, we filled it up with some filtered water, like filtered through Orgonite and stuff, and we covered it up so the sun doesn't really. I forgot the word. Anyway, we put some Orgonite stuff on it, so it's like all helping it do stuff. I don't really know.
Well, it's interesting because we got a lot of people in chat right now saying, talking about the copper and asking you to maybe take a video of it. Do you guys have a channel or anything like that? People want to see pictures of it.
Sure. I don't have anything to take a picture.
Oh no. Well, I didn't do that. Guarantee you. Well, anyway, if you're still watching, please take a photo of that. That would be amazing. What's going on, Scott?
Hey man, what's going on?
How you doing?
Hey, just knock that shit up and stop it, would you?
Yeah, knock it off.
Oh man, dude, I tell you what, man. Today, for some reason, my regular news feed, like the stupid Google news feed, was just like getting bombarded with this leftist bullshit and everything else, and then some of the rightist elitist shit going on. And it's like, God damn it, just knock it off.
I know it's my own fault. Because you know what, dude, it's such a. It's like maybe you guys, maybe people can kind of like tell me what you guys do when it comes to this, but because it feels so few and far between of be able to find a channel to settle on that isn't, it's not talking about something I'm jaded about. Like, I don't know, I'm, with a lot of this stuff, but then at the same time, it's like, and then there's the political channels and I end up following some of those and then I regret it, instant regret, because it's just like, what, like whatever. It's really the same thing. If you stopped watching news altogether, like you took it out of, like you just stop everything, social media, everything. And then if you stop it for a year and you come back, you're exactly at the same place you left off. It's still this critical place. It's always the earth is about to blow up. It's this critical moment. And it's always the same thing. I mean, it seems like it's escalating, but it's just the same stuff over and over. It's so, I'm just.
I hear you. And I mean, that's one of the things where, that's why, I mean, it's great for you because you've got enough subs that you can do like the live chats and these live videos and stuff like that. So it keeps it moving a little more and you can kind of bounce around on topics while you're doing that.
Right.
But that's why I'm having such a hard time, like, continuing on with the videos. I mean, I came out of the gate fairly decent, strong, had lots of topic matter. And then all of a sudden it's like, shit, it's just like a rinse and repeat. It's getting to turn into a rinse and repeat thing. And I didn't really want to bring that to my channel.
Right.
When I was doing it. So
yeah, that is a huge, it's a huge challenge because like, and I mean, I ended up bringing the channel to the streets for a minute because it was like,
I know that was actually awesome when you did that.
Thanks, man. Thanks. But it's like, cause I'm thirsty for like just some new interaction or something. Cause it's the same, it's on repeat. I even watch channels and it's like, God, every time their thumbnails or whatever, and I'm really not trying to badmouth because I'm not suggesting I'm any different or better. I mean, I struggle for content too. It's not that the content's not there. It's just the same content. It's the same shit. And so when you tell me that, they're taking human brains and they're putting them into monkeys, you know how sad it is the moment when you realize that's almost doesn't. I don't need no stutter in my step. I just go, oh, okay. Like that's how jaded I am. Like it should. It should send you in a tizzy. Like you think that would be like, whoa, what are they doing? It doesn't at all. It just makes me go, okay,
dude,
yeah.
We got into those tangents with me and my wife because I got her into this whole thing with the Mandela effect and stuff like that, and then she'd watch videos, and it's hilarious because she'll watch something that I've like seen 2-3 days ago, and then she sends me like a link. Oh, you got to check this out. I'm like, I already saw it. She gets so pissed off at me. I'm like, well, what do you expect? I mean, we're all in the same environment. I said it might even be the same person hosting, but it's the same shit. It's the same. It's like a rinse and repeat thing. I said,
it really is, man.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get away from that, but
I watched
coming up with content.
And again, I'm really not. I'm not trying to badmouth anyone, and I really don't want to make it seem that way because I'm not. But Richie from Boston, for instance, I'm bringing him up because I recently watched him, and he's a perfect example because he's got like 300,000+ subs, and he was live streaming and talking, and I didn't watch it live, but I saw it had
a replay,
streamed 90 minutes ago or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. And the reason why I wanted to watch it, honestly, is because I thought to myself, what is he going to talk about for an hour and 20 minutes? What is he going to talk about? I'm really curious. I was curious because I by the thumbnail, whatever it was, he ends up talking about chemtrails, and I just thought, how are you going to do that now? Aren't you just, what's the, do you know what I mean? I sound like an asshole.
I like Ricky, and I like a lot of other guys.
Me too.
I like a lot of other guys
still
like
watch
that,
him. Yeah.
It's usually the same video. If you go back through his channel, because he's got so many goddamn videos, you'll see almost a similar video that he may have done 6 months ago, or maybe even going back a year or even 3 months ago. Right. And it's a little different, little nuances that are different, but it's almost the same stuff. And it's like, come on.
He doesn't, I mean, it's not, it's, well, he can't though. And it's not his fault, you know, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I'm not bad mouthing him. It's not his fault. It's just that we're in a box. Yeah. It's like being at like a toy store or something or I'm thinking cause of my kids, but whatever, let's say an electronics store or whatever, an old school video store or something. And you go through it and you see everything that's there. Here's a perfect, I'm sorry, this is a better analogy. You're flipping through Netflix, okay? But you've been flipping through Netflix. You watch Netflix, let's say, 3 times, 4 times a week or something. You're watching before you go to sleep. I don't know, whatever. And you're flipping through Netflix, but damn well when you turn on that TV, oh, here comes the chore, right? The chore is going to be trying to find something. Because you're going to be going through the same freaking things over and over. And if you're lucky, something new will come up. And even when it's new, it's like, how different is it from any of the others? And then, and yet, you know what I mean? It's like that. It's like this feeling of like.
Think of it from the movie perspective right now, right? It's like every single fucking movie that's out there, part of my language. No, not really. Right. is basically a rehash of another movie that's maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years old.
Exactly. I'm convinced. I actually had said to my sister, and I got the timer running, but I lost track of it. No, it's my fault. I keep talking. But I was talking to my sister on my trip when I went to Florida and saw my dad and my sister, and I got a chance to hang out. She lives in Brooklyn. I'm in LA, so it was nice to be able to spend the time with her and hanging out with her. And I at one point we were watching like one of those, like, it was called like 911 something. It was just garbage, it's just garbage TV. Sure. And we're watching it together because it was late at night and, we're in a hotel room. So we're just kicking it. And we're watching this 911 like cops kind of show. And, but it's just junk food, right? Okay. So, and I said to her, because you're going through the hotel TV and it's just like, it is nothing. There's old reruns of Martin and there's old reruns of like whatever. You're just like, there's nothing here you really want to watch. Actually, nothing wrong with watching reruns of Martin. But anyway, so and we're flipping through it and we're seeing nothing. And I said to her, I feel like that this world is set up in such a place to where it has enough content for about 20 years, 20 to 25 years. After 25 years, like if you're 25 years old, it's all still new. You're like, oh, this is great. This is what's going on. This is after about 25, near 30. They dropped you as like, they ran out of content. So they have good. So we come out of like our 20s and into the 30s and you start looking for kind of new content and you start realizing, okay, well, it's not new, but it's the same stuff, but okay, it still feels kind of a little fresh because I am still kind of new to it. Then you hit your 40s and you're just like, what did they just stop? There's no content past 20.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and
Just
all they're doing now to try to interject anything new is now they're pushing harder agendas in with like the Mandela effect. They talk about that, or they're bringing up all the quantum physics and everything else. But in essence, everything else about it is just a rehash and a remake.
Right. The exciting things that there really is when you experience it. Because when you experience something, it's different. You know what I mean? Because then it's like an experience. It's like if I saw a dark shadow, I'm going to report that. Okay, hold on. I just saw, right? Because now it's exciting because it happened here. But I'm talking about like stories. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Same stuff. Anyway.
Hey, man. Hey,
thanks, man.
Hey, you got my number from calling in, right?
Yeah, I got it. That's how I knew it was you.
Hey, if you get the board sometime you want to, just hit me up, man. My phone's on all.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Man.
I'll do it.
All right.
You have a good one. Bye. Oh. Curse Zero.
Yeah, let me mute that. Oh, yeah, I'm calling back. This is Curse Zero again.
Yeah, hey, man. Thanks for calling back.
Yeah, I just wanted to call back and iterate real quick about Thoth, who is Quetzalcoatl, who is known as an Egyptian god of sorts, so to speak. He was the one who actually created most of the ancient landmarks around the world, which were connected together to create a consciousness grid, which is around the planet, that actually saved the planet's mind, so to speak, at some point in time in our
Are you
past.
talking about ley lines?
Yes, I'm talking about all these major architectural sites across the world. Ley lines where they're all connected.
Yeah.
It's like a web around the planet. That's what I was sitting there trying to iterate in chat, that Thoth created the pyramids from top down, along with many of the other ancient landmarks.
From top
like
down.
The pyramid. Yes, from top down. And every time you learn more about it, they become more and more baffled about it. It was more or less consciousness from 5D created on 3D.
So dope.
In my on my YouTube channel, man, I have all kinds of playlists. There's one playlist from the beginning of time to present day, and literally we start at the beginning of time, and I bring you to today.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to check it.
Yes, big man. This is why I called back. I wanted to
I'm glad you did.
Promote myself a little bit, let you know about Thoth, who created the pyramids and most of the landmarks, and they line up. They line up. It's like a web around the planet. It's called the consciousness grid.
Yeah. I've looked at those. There was a time when Google Earth, I think they stopped doing the app, but they had an app that you could download and then you could add, I don't know if maybe it's still the case, but you could add like these third-party plugins to it, and someone had built like ley lines to overlay the map with. And I had done that, but I didn't trust that the person knew exactly what they're doing because the ley lines weren't falling perfectly, and I knew that they should because, that's
the thing. Where all these little intersections of the lines across the planet intersect, they're putting secret military bases on them. And whenever you're putting bases on points where in 4D and 5D, now we're talking about literal extra high level stuff here, man.
Right.
Whenever you do that, you're controlling consciousness upon that planet.
Right.
That's how come they're putting these military bases on these intersections of the grid.
Right.
I just wanted to come back and give a little bit of information about that. I am J Kris.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Love you, big man.
Love you,
Thank you for all you would do, man.
Absolutely.
Chris.
Thank you. Curse Zero. Okay, time out. Hold on. Raw. Thank you for that awesome, generous super chat. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. John the Seeker. God must have some faith in me to deal with the shit I'm dealing with. John the Seeker, that's exactly right. I don't know if you've heard me say that, dude. There's been points since 2015 where I've really actually and that's a great method, because it's not even a method. There's some, that's true when you say that. I had to literally, there was points where I had to literally look up and say, I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you think that I'm strong enough to handle what you just dealt me. And so whenever I started questioning myself about my own inner strength, the strength to even continue on, it's like I have to look up and go, okay, we're playing that now, huh? All right. And before all of this, way back, I was a smartass. I would challenge. I don't recommend people do that. Don't really walk around saying, "Is that all you got?" Don't do that. I don't think you should do it. I don't know. But then I'm kind of a hypocrite, because then I kind of do. Because then I'm sitting there, how come I don't see demons? Where you at? So I mean, I'm a bit of a guinea pig. I'm doing a little bit of a guinea pig work for us out here. So I do not consent. I like that. Money talks bullshit. Well, money talks bullshit walks. Mandela Mile, thank you. Money talks bullshit walks. Little wrong way. I plan to check out your vids, Curse Zero. Me too. I'm going to check them out. In fact, Curse Zero, where are you? Can you say something? There he is. Let me go ahead and let me subscribe to your channel right now. Oh no. Yeah. If I go to channel, let's see what happens. How come I'm not already subscribed? It's the question. Boom. Subscribe now. Bing. Here, guys. Make it easy for you. Let me go ahead and make it easy for you. Let me go ahead and put this in the chat. Here's Cursed Zero's. There. That should bring you to his channel. Boom. Good job. Jason, thank you, little wrong way. Bullshit walks. Thank you, Brenda Mitchell. Hey, Robert Ellis. Who's in your latest video? Another moderator just. Oh, did we just do that together? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Oh wait, and now Jay, I see that you're trying to call. So let me just open up the lines. Go ahead. Feel free to call now. I saw you were trying to call. There you go. What's going on, Jay?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
So
I didn't wake you, did I? My uncle used to say that. My uncle used to say that to me. Except I would call him. No, he would call me. No, I would call him, and then he'd answer the phone, and he would say to me, "I didn't wake you, did I?" But he was an asshole. So anyway, how you doing, man?
Good. Have you are you at all familiar with the channel Able Danger?
No.
Field McConnell, Able Danger.
Mm-hmm. I'm not.
He's getting calls from a gentleman named 107.
Uh-huh.
And 107 is JFK Jr.
Really? What's this guy's name? What's his name again?
Field McConnell, Able Danger.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a U.S. Marine. So God came to him 12 years ago. He was a pilot for Delta, flying, middle-aged people to vacation beaches, and he's saying, "Dear God, you must have something more for me than this." And God spoke to him and said, "Expose evil." And Field said, "Well, is there anything else you want me to do, like something to do with airplanes, maybe?" And so he's been exposing evil, and so because of his work, 107, I don't know if you've been following the Q posts.
No, I haven't. Just talking about that.
Okay, well, then the topic of your show should be just stop already being a fucking moron. Okay? So, future proves past. By July the 4th, JFK Jr. will be announced as the vice president ticket with Donald Trump.
I got to look into this, dude. I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
Thank you. I dropped the link to his channel in the chat, so I appreciate it.
And I'm in communication with Field, and he could use guys like you. But I'm letting you know that they're heavily into Jesus, and make sure you got a copy of the King James Bible around.
Okay, copy that. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it, Jay.
And it's like this is how God works. I told you about intuition. Well, I live in cottage country. I go to the marina. On the dock, there's a baseball cap for Boeing. And I go, what the fuck is this? And I put it on my head, and I start walking around. You know how people are with logos, and all of a sudden people look at me and they think I work for Boeing. So I'm getting all of this respect all of a sudden because, I'm a fucking logo. So then you remember MH370 that went into the ocean from Malaysia?
Just say that part again.
In 2015, the airplane from Malaysia and disappeared in the ocean, MH370.
No, I see. I don't know anything about this.
And so MH370, CNN came to Mississauga and Toronto to do a flight simulator thing. And so that's my turf. So God told me to contact Field, and we had never met. And so Field came to Toronto. We went to Mississauga. They wouldn't let us videotape in the simulator, but it was our first mission, right? And so I still had this baseball cap, and Boeing is a $1 trillion company, and
right.
Major counter-industrial espionage for the United States if Airbus pushes Boeing out of the market.
Right.
And huge impacts on the American economy. So all of a sudden that baseball cap is a $1 trillion baseball cap. And, I'm a witness with Field in this court case against Malaysia suing Boeing. And so are the families. And it was General Motors who put in the technology, so they're the ones who should be sued, not Boeing. And so I mailed the baseball cap to Field, and he was wearing it on his live stream a couple of days ago when JFK Jr. phoned in as 107, which is like 107 or
Interesting.
17.
I'm gonna have to check it out, Jay. But I also got to let you go because I'm trying to stick in the time. But I got my homework cut out for me. I dropped the link to his channel in
I'm sure
in the
most
text
of your
in the
audience
chat.
is already
So
aware.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
And by the way, I'm O negative.
You're O negative. Oh, you are. Yeah. See, so I guess your lady will need a shot unless I don't know if you already. Have you heard of that before? Needing the shot and that whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay.
What happens if you're not the same blood type as neither your mother or your father?
Yeah, I don't. I guess I don't know anything.
Then it's a
doesn't make
immaculate conception. Your mother got laid by an alien.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened to me.
I should probably look into that. Find out the blood type of my parents. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm trying to wrap it up.
You're a brother from another mother alien.
Yeah, I think we're all siblings at this point.
Right on.
Thanks, brother.
Well, let me know what you think of
I will.
Able Danger, and if it's truly JFK, and future proofs past Juan '07 for vice president should be announced by July 4th, maybe even earlier, D-Day, June 6th.
Dude, I'm going to check it. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's not easy being the brains of the operation, but, keep up if you can.
I'm trying. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay. I got to check chat. J Kris for VP 2020. Algorithm. What a good idea. That would be a mess. I asked my mom if she was abducted. Good job, Mandela. Mandela Mile. You won't look crazy at all. For doing that, you're adopted, says Borg. Okay, Australian pyramids was the best. Yeah, we talked to the brains of the Yeah, have you guys heard about that? Abel's channel is all about Q for the most part. They love JFK Jr. a lot. Gotcha. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But this is, but that, at least it, kind of moves into, was there some hostility in the chat? Was there some hostility a minute ago? Because I saw in it, and it looked like there was some hostility, but I don't know if people were playing. Was it getting a little hostile in there? No, we all good? Guys, we good? All right. Anyway, so we have a late start today. Because there was some malfunction. Holy cow, Ziggy Wolf, thank you for your super chat. And Long Reach One, thank you. So Long Reach One says, Rise Scottish Nation. Royce, I can't do a Scottish. I'm not going to try. That I'm not going to do. Reality changed after 9/11, says Ziggy Wolf. Time sped up. Why? Yeah, someone else has been mentioning, or maybe it was you. I saw recently mentioning the 9/11, and time sped up is huge. We stray from the topic here a bit, but that's really big. Time sped up, distances have closed in, and which matches the effects of time too, right? That would make sense. If the distance between New York and LA is now 2,700 miles, and I know for a fact it was 32 to 3,400 miles, but now it's 2,700 miles. And the time used to be to get there was 5 to 6 hours, but now is 4 hours and 15 minutes. One of those two directions, where they can do that, because I was on a flight that did that. Then that would make sense that everything kind of condensed, and which leads me also, probably really important part of that whole thing is to the fact that when I look out there and I see the political kind of landscape, and I'm not referring to a side, I'm just saying politically and everything out there, even socially, like the engineering of the social behavior that we see, both seem like they're very rushed. And I've said that before. It feels like it's sloppy, it's rushed, right? Like the agendas that they're pushing out there are so rushed that you kind of go, whoa, like you didn't even give time for any kind of conditioning. But they clearly don't really need it. I think that if they gave it a little bit more time to condition the public a little bit better and a little bit softer and smoother, they would have gotten further with their agendas. But they didn't. They needed to wait another generation or two before introducing some of the things that they're trying to introduce. But some of the people are being caught up in that net. Do you know what I mean? But I wonder if that time and that distance, that sped up time and stuff, have something to do with those agendas being pushed so fast and so quickly forward, and it looking and appearing very sloppy and absurd, because they didn't, because if you think about it, all the way up to this point, they were successful at kind of grooming. They really were. They were very successful at grooming everything. And that's part of why I look at it all and I go, it's like it took people a while to really kind of go, wait a minute. So the pyramids were built, we're talking about like a chisel and hammer with the stone, and they got the stones and they just over there with the ropes, and they did that. Really? Are we going with that? That's the story we're going with. I mean, because if I was sitting in that room where they decide like what they're going to say next or what they're going to say about this or that, you know, I feel like I would be an asset. I would probably one of their most valuable players, because I would have some real basic questions that are apparently not being looked at, and they're overlooked, which is the obvious questions of like, okay, so hold on. If I was in the room and we were going to, you know, okay, guys, how are we going to explain the pyramid thing? How are we going to explain the elephant in the room? You know, and then if, you know, Bill over there went, you know, we'll just tell them they got some chisels and then a stone and they just hit it. But there's a bunch of them and it took them some time. They all went with that. But if I was in that room, I would go, wait, hold on, Bill. That seems a little far-fetched, guys, don't you think? I mean, like, let's all take a vote on that, because what are you talking about? You know, Bill needs to go visit the site. Bill, you should actually go to Egypt, go visit the site, go check out the pyramids, because they're smooth as fuck. And they're cut perfectly. And then look at their alignment. We can't go with that, Bill. That is not going to fly. But it did. And it did for a long time. The fact that it's still being told, I don't get it. I don't get that. We're trying to get, I mean, you think about David Icke for a second. That guy. Look at, this is why you can't jump into stuff, guys. Like, David Icke is not for the rookie kind of just entry, right? You couldn't digest that. You couldn't go, because that's when they're like, he's crazy. He's talking about reptilians. Because from that leap, that's too crazy. There's people out here, guys. They still think that they think that pyramids were built with you got to remember what we're working with. It's so far away from reality as it really is, or just a common sense. I hate the word common sense, common, right? I don't even want to really use that word, but lack of a better term, I suppose. All right, what's going on? Just live, laugh, love. Say it one more time, Truth0822. See what happens. I'm kidding. Stop saying that. Live, laugh, love. Anyway, I've been down many rabbit holes. So done, says Chappelle. Exactly. Yes, me too. Thank you, Curse Zero, for shout out for the number, but I am closing Skype. I am going to bounce because Mrs. Hoozy Wutsy over there, Sarah, I know, had a difficult day today, so she's home early. And I'm still yapping it up. So I figure we've gone probably about an hour now. So I'm going to wrap it up. But tomorrow's Friday. And that'll be exciting because it's Friday. And Friday, we wreck the place. So be here tomorrow, guys, because it's Friday. We got to tie up. We got to tie that. And it's Brenda Mitchell and Krista York's birthday tomorrow. So if you think that I'm not going to be in celebration mode tomorrow, you're fucking high. Okay? Because I'm getting a cake and I'm going to eat it here and stuff my mouth with cake and donuts for about 45 minutes. So that should probably be very exciting. That should keep you on your toes. That's what's going on tomorrow. Big glass of milk, a donut, and I'm just going to be like, yum, 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 the whole time. So I hope you tune in for that. It'll be like mukbang, conspiracy mukbang. That's the name of tomorrow's show, Conspiracy Mukbang. All right, so just stop it already. It's over. I love you guys. Enjoy what's ever left of your Thursday. And I don't know, go do something that you normally wouldn't do. Bye.